With our summer vacation vastly approaching, we are going to be exposed to the sun and its harmful UV rays more than usual. Many people love the warm sun. The sun rays make us feel good and in short term make us look good, but our love affair isn't a two-way street. Exposure to sun causes most of the wrinkles and age spots in our faces. According to the Skin Cancer Foundation, 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer in the course of a lifetime. This topic is important to me because several of my family members and friends have been diagnosed with skin cancer. After much research, I became aware of how common it is in the U.S. of developing skin cancer, and I also wanted you to be aware. Today, I'm going to persuade you to wear sunscreen not only during the summer, but also every day of the year as well. Sun protection is an important health issue that affects everyone in the United States and in the world. Today I will discuss 3 serious skin conditions that result from not wearing sunscreen, the dangers of UV rays, and how we can protect ourselves from the harmful UV rays. First, I will discuss harmful skin conditions that result from not wearing sunscreen regularly and being overexposed to the sun. According to a 2010 article by the Skin Cancer Foundation, skin cancer is the most common form of cancer in the United States. More than 3.5 million skin cancers and over 2 million people are diagnosed annually. Each year, there are more new cases of skin cancer than cancers of the breast, prostate, lung, and colon combined. There are 3 types of skin cancer. First is basal cell carcinoma. This is the most common of the 3. According to the American Cancer Society, 75% of all skin cancers are basal cell carcinomas. It starts in the top layer of the skin called the epidermis. It grows slowly and is painless. It is a skin growth that bleeds easily or does not heal well. They may also appear on the scalp. This type of skin cancer used to be more common in the ages of people of 40, but it's now often diagnosed in younger people. This skin cancer also almost never spreads, but if left untreated, it may grow into surrounding areas in nearby tissues and bones. The second type of skin cancer is squamous cell carcinoma, which is the second most common form of skin cancer. It is an uncontrolled growth of abnormal cells. They often look like scaly red patches, open sores, or warts. They may crust or bleed. It may become disfigured and sometimes deadly if allowed to grow. Now, the third type of skin cancer is melanoma, which is the deadliest form of skin cancer. Melanomas often resemble moles. Some develop from moles. The majority of melanomas are black or brown, but they can also be skin-colored, like pink, red, purple, blue, or white. Melanoma kills an estimated 8,790 people in the U.S. annually. If melanoma is recognized and treated early, it is almost always curable. But if not, the cancer can advance and spread to other parts of the body, where it becomes hard to treat and can be fatal. The American Cancer Society estimates that about 120,000 new cases of melanoma in the U.S. are diagnosed in a year. In 2010, about 68,130 of these invasive melanomas, with about 38,870 in males and 29,260 in women. Not only can overexposure to the sun lead to skin cancer, but it can also lead to premature aging, which includes wrinkles and age spots. Now that we have discussed harmful skin conditions, next I'm going to give you examples of the problems that can come from unprotected exposure from UVA and UVB rays in the sun. UVA rays are aging rays. Most of us are exposed to large amounts of UVA rays throughout our lifetime. They present us with relatively equal intensity during all daylight hours throughout the year and can penetrate through clouds and glass. UVA penetrates the skin more deeply than UVB and has long been known to play a major part in skin aging and wrinkling. UVB is the cause of skin reddening and sunburn and tends to damage the skin, more superficial epidermal layers. Ultraviolet radiation is a proven human carcinogen, and 10 minutes in a sunbed matches the cancer-causing effects of 10 minutes in the Mediterranean summer sun. Nearly 30 million people tan indoors in the U.S. every year. 2.3 million of them are teens. On average day, more than 1 million Americans use tanning salons. 71% of tanning salon visitors are girls and women aged 16 to 19. Now that we have discussed what could happen if you have unprotected exposure of UVA and UVB rays, I'll describe to you how we can protect ourselves from these harmful UV rays. Working around reflective or hot surfaces in equipment compounds, the danger of exposure to the sun can be harmful to us. The most dangerous time of day is between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. when the sun rays are strongest. If you must be outdoors during these hours, follow these instructions. Use a sunscreen, not just any kind, but one with an SPF of at least 15. The American Cancer Society recommends applying sunscreen to all body surfaces not covered with hair, a hat, or clothing about 20 minutes before going outside. If you perspire heavily or work around the water, use a waterproof sunscreen and apply it often. Cover exposed areas, the body of the less dressed, become a target for the burning sun. To help prevent burning, wear lightweight clothing. A wide-brimmed safety hat should be worn to protect your head and face from direct sunlight. It should protect ear tips, neck, temples, and lower face. You should also wear sunglasses. UVR damage to the eyes is often overlooked, but outdoor workers' eyes are 6 times more sensitive than skin to ultraviolet radiation. Sunglasses or other protective eyewear is a must. Ultraviolet light increases the risk of cataracts. Make sure you wear sunglasses that block out UVR rays. This type of protection is particularly important if working around water. Even on cloudy days, we're all at risk of overexposure from the sun's of ultraviolet rays. Clouds, wind, or other weather conditions, and shiny or reflective surfaces like water or metal intensify the sun's ability to burn the skin. By paying attention to the day's sun forecast and taking the appropriate precautions, we can stay safe while having fun under the sun. Thank you.
Trent, what did you think?
I thought that the overall organization was very good. They always had a good sense of where you were in the speech at any given time, and you signposted well. I thought the stats were good, and they lended some good emotional impact to some of the points that you were making. But I thought you did a little bit more reading than you probably should have, and it seemed to come out in the tone a little bit. It sounded to me like you were actually reading. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. Had lots of good content, and yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? You echoed a lot of things that I was going to say, and in fact, the one thing you said was almost exactly the thing I wrote down. It sounds like you're reading when I'm listening to your voice. You've got this kind of pacing and tone that goes through it, and you need to, practice. If you're going to read, if you're going to look at notes and depend on them, you have to practice and make it sound a little bit more lively than you're doing, and I think that that's a problem. But otherwise, I would agree. I thought that there's a pretty effective introduction. There's an excellent layout of what the structure is going to be. It's very easy to follow, so the structural issues are fine. I did think you could use a little bit more summary at the end of the speech. Summary, like summarizing as opposed to like the day. It's not summary. It's a skin cancer joke, I guess. Nothing to laugh at, I know. I thought that there was a